season test, and these two know all about that. It was just a season ago when they squared off in the season opener. The Irish came out on top, set the tone for their entire season, and now Gig'em would like to have an answer. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
To the air, it's Carr. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, down a throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Fights off a defender. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Pauly. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for a big gain. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be dragged down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And points it, breaks into the open. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Reed. That's reeled in, it's Bussey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking down the middle. Got a man, it's Bussey. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down coming up. The play action fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. That brings them to within one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 31 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Carr. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
Oh, he's got some space. All all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Lost a fire on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Moss. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Grabbed in the middle, it's Love. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters?